Hooray.
This is what we came back to. All right. Gina, are you ready? Please. Welcome to another episode of Tricksters Podcast. We are happy to be back with you all. I have made this excuse a million times, but a lot of life has been going on. Happy to be on with my folks. Gina Bina, say the word, my lady.
Hello. Welcome to another week of Tricksters Podcast with your friendly neighborhood wino.
What's this
I
voice?
am here. It's been a while. Let me let me ease into this shit. I'm trying to open it. This is about what's the percentage of alcohol on this one? Something like 15% or something like that. 13.5%. This is a red blend Eminente. And I will be opening this bad boy up. Full disclosure, I've already had Casamigos. And we in there tonight. We are in there.
Okay, well, all right.
Like at least a full cup.
All right. Maybe
Straight.
next week I'll join y'all. John, please stop. So that while you're opening that up, John, my boy, how you doing, brother? Good to have you back. Please stop doing
I was doing great until that bubble just popped. Now I'm gonna kill myself.
This has been another episode.
Firefighter.
Let's talk about some updates, man. As I last spoke to you all about my move to Birmingham, it's 7 months now at this point and counting. 7 months with the new role. And it's been very challenging to adjust in a lot of ways. The environment's completely different. We can talk about that at a different time. But what are some updates for you guys? Because I know John has got something that him and Hannah are trying to do, and then Gina, you got already spoiled it, but you're in the wedding planning phase, which is insane, by the way. But y'all talk to me, like, what's going on?
Go ahead first, John. Go ahead.
I ain't got nothing, bro. I'm just chilling. Stay at home dad. Just kicking it every day.
How is that?
Yeah, he's a stay-at-home dad now.
That?
So
It's super chill. I just wake up and we just play and goof off.
Do you clean?
Yeah, I clean.
So walk us through that. First of all, you're at home as a dad,
I'm at the house.
taking care of your son, wife's working. Like, where did this stem from? How long were y'all thinking about doing this? And how good is it working for y'all's marriage, man? And your parents, how's that working for y'all?
His daycare closes at 2 o'clock, which makes no sense. And Hannah was like rearranging her schedule so she would get off work and be able to pick the baby up at 2, and then she would just work from home in the afternoons with the baby. But then she got her promotion and was making more money. I was like, hey, it doesn't make any sense for me to be like stopping my day early when you could just not work and stay home with a baby, and I could just work that little bit extra that I work will make more money than you'll make.
Yeah.
So you can stay home. I was like, that's chill. We'll do that.
And so you do like chores. We talking folding clothes, washing dishes, sweeping the floor.
Being a bitch. Being a house woman.
But it's working.
Yeah, it's working. It's working fine.
Mm.
We've got like a system down that I've got to do like we've got it broken up by days. Like tomorrow, I got to clean the floors up, and I can't describe to you how dirty our floors get because he spills everything, and after he's finished eating what he wants on this tray, he just throws it in the floor.
When does he turn 2?
November.
So he's got a while. Jeez. Yeah, he's still going to be doing a lot of stuff. Until they're about 2.5 is when they kind of clean up their act. They're still going to do things that don't make sense. They're still going to be dirty. They're still going to leave stuff around. But You don't have to worry about them doing anything dumb anymore, like swallowing pieces off the floor, touching a hot stove. Like you don't have to worry about that at about two and a half. So that's cool. But all right, so you're doing chores, you're around the house all day. I know that you make money on the side, so there's that. But like, how do you how do you like is Hannah coming home and shimmying down your drawers, slapping you on the behind and saying, "Good work, baby. Make sure you bring that thing to bed tonight. It's been a long
Yeah,
day."
yeah. I'll be in the sink like washing a dish. She'll come up behind me and grab both of my hips.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I figured it was something like that. Like she
mama.
gets what she
Mama's
wants when
home.
she wants. Yeah.
She gets in
How,
there.
but seriously, you've been feeling good about all that? It's been good.
It's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Whatever I can
In the
take from that.
tea.
All right. So speaking of marriage, Gina, what's your update?
I missed your tea, John. My marriage is when wedding planning is pretty ass.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Yeah, it's ass. I don't know if there's a better way to describe that. It's really hard.
Yeah,
Can you hear me,
nigga.
Mr.
I mean,
Jordan?
oh.
Um, it's really hard to get
Let me get right. Let me get right.
everybody together, and it's really hard. It's really hard to make
Why
people
would you come into the recording with?
cooperate.
Let me walk to my car.
Sorry, Jana. Demarcus, mute yourself while Jada
My
continues to
bad. My bad,
explain
y'all. My bad, y'all.
her wedding planning experience. All
You are
right.
totally fine. Yeah, the hardest part is getting people to actually cooperate because I don't know. Maybe they think it's their
Still
wedding.
not
I don't
good.
fucking know. You can give people weeks of notice in advance. Be like, hey, be here. Let's get fitted. They don't show up. Shit like that. It's real
Gotcha.
frustrating. Uh, Getting everything coordinated. I think it's a little special case for me though. It's a little bit harder because everybody's out of town. Nobody's in this state
Who
for
did
us.
that?
Well, it was either do it in Alabama
I
and
don't want
try
to
to
hear it.
plan it from Georgia and
Nope.
drive back and forth, or do
Nope.
it in Florida. Which one you want? Which one you want? Nobody wants to go to
So,
Florida. Nobody.
so Gina is a pioneer in moving the first John being herself to Georgia. Not only
Hmm.
Georgia, but y'all in Alpharetta, right?
Yeah.
Which is even
John's Creek
further
out
than
front.
Atlanta proper, from what I understand.
A
Um,
little bit.
so all that said, she moved out there, new job, new career. A year later, year and a half later, gets engaged. Now she's planning out her process, and all of our family, both
Hmm.
my mom and dad's side,
Uh-oh.
are either in Birmingham or very close to Birmingham, Alabama.
This
And
is true.
so she's going through that process right now. Um, Almost shot me in the forehead because I wanted to order some reasonable flower girl dresses for my two daughters. So, fellas on the call, listen, hear me out. Y'all don't have daughters.
Oh, that's my am I the asshole question. It's one
No,
of
no,
them.
no. Hold on. I'm not gonna
Go
do that.
ahead.
I'm not gonna do that because I've been through this. I see people go through this. Our business is the wedding industry.
Hmm.
So I see it all the time. But these dresses were $170 each for a
Hmm.
6 and 3-year-old each, and which they're only going to wear once. And I said, well, hey Gina, and this is let me explain this. But I'm like, hey Gina, I think we could probably find something more reasonable. Not trying to be that guy, whatever. And she shoots back to me, I'm sure I don't understand because I don't have children. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And so me being as mature as I know how, I'm like, clearly there's a lot of other things that are causing this one reaction. This ain't got nothing to do with me or my girls. But we just gonna lay low and fly this plane close to the ground in case we need to land at any point in time.
It was stressful as shit. You
But
hit me that. You hit me with that right in the middle of all of my bridesmaids, telling them how unreasonable it would be for them to come out to Atlanta because we have way more stores out here to try to find a wedding dress. So I was trying to orchestrate a one weekend visit where I had to come to Birmingham, then drive around all day to Birmingham's 3 or 4 stores.
why you hold on? You're not gonna do Birmingham like this now.
To Birmingham's 3 or 4 stores for women of all different sizes. Literally none of them are shaped the same. So let's be real. To try to find a wedding dress for my goddamn wedding. Rather than, I still got the list. It's like 15 stores here in Atlanta that we could have went to if they had just came on out here. And for me to text that and be like, hey, this is the dress I found during my journey. This is the one I want. It's so cute for the girls. Can't we find something else? God damn it. It was it. That was it. That was it. That was it for me. That was it.
Okay.
It's been trying. It's been trying.
Well, I will go ahead and I don't know where the markers went. I will go ahead and say that luckily we did find a really nice set of dresses that only cost about $60 each, something like that.
Somewhere around there. Somewhere around
Which, yay, I'll do
there.
that.
You got them?
Yeah, they're here. They've been here for weeks. Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah, we got those. So our DJ company is also going to cover that as well. And we're going to have a good time. We got a lot of people coming. I think Alex is coming. I know John Mem saying he's going to come. I don't know about Swan. Sap saying he's going to come. So we're going to make a good time out of it. We're going to make a good time out of it. But those are the quick updates, man. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be in front of the camera. Throwing another episode up for you guys. But we got to get back in motion, man. We got to get back in rhythm. And most of this is my fault. Full transparency, I do a lot of the recording and the cutting and the editing and the upload, all of that, choosing the title, all that stuff is me. But hopefully I can get some help with social media pretty soon from you guys, obviously. And we may outsource that as well because it's just a lot to handle on a day-to-day when I got a lot of other things going on. So, in the midst of all this, if you guys are fans of the show, you know that I am a true Boston Celtic fan. And yes, we are way past due. I don't know when we'll upload this, but I think that the Heat are about to get gentlemen swept, and it just makes a knot in my pants to know that they're going to go out sad. I wish their franchise the absolute worst of luck ever in history. I want them to disappear like the Supersonics, the Seattle Supersonics. I want them to be left, like the Charlotte Hornets, the team that, they got a couple stars, but nobody cares because they're not going to do anything. I want the Heat to be that for the rest of my life until my dying breath. So there's that. But the NBA Finals are about to wrap up. Hopefully the Nuggets take care of business at home. Any other updates before we get into the show, y'all?
Who about the Nuggets, by the way?
I don't know, like, I'm home. Like, I don't know anything. If it's happening outside these 4 walls, I know nothing about it.
Yeah, there's been a lot. There was this Damson Idris interview. Did you see that, Jana?
No, I haven't seen the Damson Idris interview. I just know this whole Lori Harvey mess. God.
No, we don't have to talk about that. But Damson Idris, let me see if I can find it.
We need to talk about a dude from The Washer too. Creed 3. I forget his name. Jonathan Majors? Is that it?
Jesus, yes it is.
This amazing technique makes men irresistibly drawn to you, even if you are totally shy or have been trying to get it.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. I remember sometime we do 10 episodes for my show, and in this last season, I was hitting a block, right? I was like, oh, I'm not doing it right. So I went in the corner, and then I was looking at the wall, and I was like, come on, devil, right? Come to me, come to me. Because I had to do something like crazy, right? Had nightmares for a month.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of...
So,
What the fuck?
so if you watch Snowfall, I mean, this is great television. I love Snowfall from front to back. I honestly need to binge watch the whole thing over. It ended so poetically. And okay, so let's get into it. Damson Idris is one of my favorite actors, along with Daniel Kaluuya. These guys from the UK are really killing it, and they can really get into a character. But I had no idea that both of them have done something similar. So Damson Idris, in that interview, obviously summoned the devil to get him to a darker place for this role, which is what people blame Heath Ledger's
Yep.
death a lot on, is basically satanic summoning or whatever you might add, and then drugs. And then there are people that come to his, defense, like Michael Jai White, who's like, no, it had nothing to do with that. I'm like, I don't know, man. The Joker role, no one's been able to duplicate that in history. Like,
Nobody.
he went to a place that acting wasn't even like he was the Joker. That was not Heath Ledger. Like that was a
No.
person. Like
He
he
was
really.
gone.
And so Damson, for his Snowfall, and honestly, that last season got bad. Like I was like, as much as I've watched Narcos and all this stuff, I was uncomfortable in certain scenes because he went there. And I
Yeah.
understand after hearing that interview, like, okay, that makes sense. Because again, that season 6, man, is intense. Daniel Kaluuya, again,
Very.
is another favorite actor of mine, but he was dating this woman that is a known satanist or whatever it is. And she's known
Whoa.
for like possessing, yes. And he had her on set. People were saying that they were uncomfortable around her, all that. And this was during the filming of Get Out, as well as there was another one, the movie he was a gangster in. Oh man,
He was a
Widow,
gangster?
Widow, Widow.
I never watched Widow.
Yeah. So it was during the set of that. I don't think he was dating her during Nope, but it's like, yo, what is going on in Hollywood, bro? But to have So he goes on in an interview. I didn't know that was an. That's what I hate about some of these videos you click on. It's a video about an interview. Just give me the interview. Don't just give me the clip. I don't need to hear your reaction. But later on
Yeah.
in the interview, he talks about literally for a month plus having nightmares every single night, like waking up sweating, praying to God. And he said he had to pray day and night every day to get that off of him, asking God to come into his life, asking Jesus to come save him from these nightmares, from the devil's presence. And it's like, bro, how bad do you really want it? if, if
Hey.
that's what I'm saying. And that was news to me, and it's like, bro, I'm a fan of Drake, again, Damson, Daniel Kaluuya. Is there something going on? Like, am I missing something? 'Cause a lot of these guys be doing some weird stuff. But when it comes down to it, like $1 billion on the line, what you doing?
Billion. Fuck that. I don't give a shit. Um I'm sorry, that's my first reaction. Wait a minute. Let me bring it
Ooh.
down. Let me break it down. I don't care. There is
Oh,
nothing that can make me do that, like ever. There is nothing. Literally,
okay,
somebody could be dying and they could be like, "You have to do it," or they're gonna die right in front of you. They're gonna get their brain blown out. I don't give a
yeah,
shit. I'm not
that's the
That
doing it.
thing.
wait, that's such a low like that's such a low stipulation. Like somebody could die. Like
For
random,
you,
like a random person. They could be like, "Hey, give me $100. I'm gonna blow their brains out." I don't know them. Go ahead, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You
When
know
people
what?
put when people do stipulations like that, it always blows me. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about random folks. Like,
Yeah.
I get notifications on my phone because I have like this weather app. It's like, oh, this big earthquake rocked this country overseas. Like, don't care. Doesn't matter.
Don't.
Do, does this confirm that Heath Ledger did do something like this? Does this
Oh,
confirm some of
100%.
those roles that they really take it there?
100%. I mean,
Because
think about back to that movie. I forgot the movie what it was called back in the 90s or late 80s. I can't remember the something. Whatever it was. It was the one where the girl was looking to the TV and the lights and all that shit. People was
Poltergeist.
dying
oh,
on set.
Poltergeist,
Poltergeist. Yeah.
yeah.
When people were dying on set and all that stuff and some of the cast members and stuff started dying, you summon it, it's real. I don't care.
Wait,
It's
wait, wait,
real.
wait, wait.
Heath Ledger.
That was all real?
Bruh, they were filming a movie, but they was like summoning shit. Like
But
people
hold
were
on, John
dying on
saying no.
set.
So hold on. John saying no. So that wasn't real. What's going on?
I'm just being an asshole. I don't know. But it could be.
Now people were dying on set. Google it.
So they're
But
filming this movie.
Yeah.
I
And
heard that
was
there
it
was
the
like
actress or the directors that brought this? Like, talk me through this because this is news to me.
Like, Poltergeist is all about like tapping
Hmm.
into that other world or whatever. I don't know who summoned it or whoever did whatever. Somebody went too far. People started dying on set. Even after the movie premiered, people started dying randomly, like from the cast and whatnot. Yeah.
I don't remember hearing anything about people dying, but like they said on set, like shit would like happen. But I
Like
didn't really
what?
look into it. Like shit would like fall over. Like nobody's in this room and blah blah blah. Like little shit like that. That's why I didn't really get it like look too far into it because like I
That's why you
said,
can't watch it.
I don't care.
Let me tell y'all something. When I say no, sir, right? There's a lot of things on this earth that cause no fear in my heart. But the stuff you cannot see, brother, oh nah. Nah.
Nope.
I said it on the podcast. Probably every episode. Ghosts and sharks, bro. I don't do them.
But this is the thing about John, Gina. Like this, he really watches these movies. Annabelle and
Why?
Not
Oh
not.
hell
I
no.
don't watch them
No.
like for real, for
No.
real. Like Annabelle might be one of the last ones I've seen.
No.
Hey, I'll be in that movie
Literally.
theater.
And you know what's crazy? Like, you know how Annabelle, what's the other
Listen,
two
hold on,
movies that's
Annabelle
connected to it?
in the
It's
theater.
two other
Let me tell you
movies.
something. All right,
Hell no.
I went to get a refill because something real was about to happen. And I said I'm see y'all. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all.
who, who did you go with?
A group of my buddies.
They called you a pussy later.
Hey, that's fine. Guess you slept like a baby.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I
It
came
only
back,
took me.
bro. I came back and sat down. They grabbed my shoulders so hard. They said, "Bro, you missed it." I'm like, "I know I did."
And this popcorn is fire. You understand me?
Well, anybody need a refill? I'm gonna get up on out of here.
Huh?
You're
Huh?
carrying out a bunch of buckets. Be back, guys. This won't take me too long. 30 minutes later.
For your whole row, like
What were the other two movies? Insidious. So I watched Insidious. I did watch Insidious.
Nope.
What kept me with that one was the Catholic part of it, and they brought Jesus into it. So I was just praying during the whole movie. Annabelle took it too far.
You know what I don't
Um,
like about those movies, though? I'm glad you brought up the Catholic. The priests and stuff, they always make them such pussies. Like,
they do.
hey,
it's like they make those movies just to crap on any religion possible. Like, it
Oh
can't
yeah.
save you. Like, come on, bro.
bro, the Conjuring, the first
Why are
Oh
you
one.
so
no.
close?
No.
You're
No.
so close.
No.
That's the one. I was gonna ask the one
No.
with the
No.
clap.
No.
That's the Conjuring, right?
Bro,
No. Hey, let's not do anything. Nobody makes sudden movements. We're not talking about that movie.
bro, I yelled like a woman in the movie theater, and the thing is, I didn't even like it. I did. It wasn't. It was just a reaction. I didn't like. I didn't like take a breath to scream, but a scream just came out, and I felt like a
Wow.
pussy because it sounded like a girl. I was like, oh, that was me.
Yeah, that's never happening for me ever,
Bro.
ever. And honestly, Insidious only happened for me because I walked in on somebody else watching, and I was like, "Oh man, is this a murder mystery?" Come to find out,
It's a mystery.
Bro, the
it's a
thing was,
mystery.
like, scary movies I could usually do with my friends because we could make fun of certain parts. The movie was so full, we couldn't all get in. So me and the girl I was dating at the time, we were the only ones. And I was like, damn, I don't have my backup. This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
sit here and make jokes.
no jokes to bounce off of.
Bro.
You look for somebody in the theater, yo, this is crazy. Shut up, nigga.
You don't say that.
You don't say that.
Bro, it's so funny going to see those movies, though, because, like, you see black folks that, like,
Hey, bro.
bro, it's so funny to see black folks realize they made a mistake.
I have a gift to focus very, very hard on whatever is on my mind. That is a blessing and a curse. I realized very young, 17, 18 years old, I cannot watch scary movies because they will be in my brain forever. Like, it's just, I focus way too hard. I'm not the most creative person in the world, but if there's something that messes with me, it's like, it's stamped in my brain. I can't get rid of it.
Yeah. Bro,
That is me.
within
Yeah.
like 10 minutes of seeing this movie, it was two black chicks with young children, like 5 or 6. And they
Mistake.
grabbed them by the hand, like, yeah, let's go. Come on. So, first off, why are
Isn't
they
it rated R?
The movie was definitely rated R. I think it might have been Sinister.
No thing. I seen a little bit of Sinisters and I closed my eyes for the rest of the movie. I got through the first 20 minutes. Closed my
Bro,
eyes for the rest of the movie.
that
Oh,
movie, bro, it was a part of the movie where like he's an investigative writer or whatever, and
Mhm.
the movie came out forever ago, so I'm gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it by now. Too bad.
No, I don't care.
But he lives in this house where the murders took place to like investigate them.
Oh,
He's looking through his notes and he's like sees in the picture. There's a picture of like the
Yep.
front yard.
Yep.
And he like matches the picture up and takes the picture down from like his actual yard, and there's a face. Boy,
Mhm.
when I tell you, I might mess my drawers. Oh my
Bro,
god!
that is the last thing I remember seeing, and I swear to God, I stopped watching. That was it. I know exactly the movie.
See
That
ya.
was it.
Bye.
Because that's the
so
same
that's
movie
early in.
that's the same movie that girl killed her family and like ran them over with a lawnmower or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
But that part, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was dying laughing.
hey
That's a little
man,
too real for me.
God is
That's
good,
too
man.
real.
Let's talk about Jesus, man. He came here.
Yeah,
I can't.
I need to turn on some
I can't
lights.
do it. What else
Jesus
is going
came.
on?
Bro,
Let's
Jesus
do a
came and took
hard,
the L for our sins, bro. He really did. Shouts out.
bro. That's the thing. Nah, I ain't even gonna go there. We need to do a hard transition. There's better things to talk about. So I want to go. I want to go a little bit further back. So how is LJ doing during this process? We're going back to the wedding planning. How's LJ doing? I literally have been selfishly. I've been curious to know all this, but I've been kind of letting you get your space because I know what you're going through. I know what Q went through, my wife. So
Yeah, he's stressed. He's really a cool, chill person. He tries not to let anything get to him. But today he was frustrated. I'll just put it like that. Because today, everybody was supposed to have their measurements and shit like that. And of course, they didn't. So that was so nice. Yep.
I'm about 8.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
To be a groomsman, that's what he needs. See how everybody's endowed, so we make sure we have the line right. He's got his line from the
Biggest and small.
Big as the small.
Everybody at the wedding knows, like, ah, that guy at the end.
Poor guy.
But nah, man, that's what's so. Full transparency. Me and my wife, we own a DJ service company. We do lighting as well, special effects. It's great. It's a fantastic business. We love the wedding industry. We do things outside of weddings, but we love to stay in that pocket. That's about 97% of our bookings. I've seen a lot of weddings, and I promise you, the venue makes no difference. The the photographers, the flowers, like those things are added bonuses. The things that make the biggest difference is number one, the caterer, and number two, the cast and crew, aka the
The bridal
the
part.
groomsmen and the bridesmaid. I don't care how your mom's acting, how your father, whatever son, daughter, whatever you got going into that marriage. If your bridesmaids and your groomsmen hold you down, you will have an incredible day. I've
Yep.
seen every type of venue, every wedding, wherever it's at, money spent, money not spent. If you got a group of people with you that are there for you and just you, it is a good time. So keep that in mind, sis, LJ. Keep that in
Oh
mind.
yeah.
If y'all got to cut some people out, it's gonna hurt their feelings. If they're petty enough to not come to the wedding, they shouldn't have been there anyway. Yes, that sounds kind of harsh, but this is about you. This is about you. I just didn't believe in the $107 per dress for a section
Well,
pre-roll. That
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's all I would have done it. I would have done it, but I had to ask you, like, hey, can we?
It was a bad time. It was not a good time. It was not. It was not a good time.
Because I'm doing this. My sister has offered to pay, but I'm doing it for free. And free for her means I have to pay our folks hundreds, maybe over $1,000 to do this. Who knows by the end of it? But that's just my blessing to the wedding, to the bride and groom. And so hopefully, other vendors are doing well. But again, if y'all can get that part together, y'all will be good. John's wedding was interesting.
Yeah, it was. It was an interesting wedding.
So I'm gonna put it this way, and you can fill in the blanks, bro. I get down there, I don't know much about the wedding. John is a nigga. All right. John wouldn't give me any details. Like, we got the right suits and stuff. We got all that fitted. That's about as much information as I ever got. The
That's
location and what suit to wear. And the
that's
tuxedo.
all you like. Y'all talk being stressed. Like, that's all the information you need. What suit to wear and where to be.
Gina, this is the day of the wedding. We are getting dressed. John walks in to get dressed with me and Jacob because y'all had a small. How many bridesmaids did Hannah have? Like three,
Yeah.
and then there was us guys, and so we're dressing up. The wedding is in a few hours, and John was like, "Gina, you should probably be my best man." I'm like, "What?"
Oh shit.
I'm standing next to his. I'm standing next to his brother, Jacob, my dog. Shout out to Jacob. And we're talking about his sexuality and where he is on the spectrum. And John walks in and says, "Eugene, you should probably be my best man." I'm like, did y'all not talk about this? Like, excuse me? So I'm like, I'll take that as a suggestion and we'll just see when we get there. We get to the wedding. We get to the wedding. We line up. I tell Jacob, stand next to your brother. John said, "Hey, man." Say, "Hey, man. Scoochie on over, bro." That spot's for a real nigga. And I was just like, I scooted over. I was the best man now. It was crazy. But boy, did we have a good time. So John's wedding is one of those examples of just a good group of people. We
Yeah.
had a lot of fun. It was clean. It was smooth, short, sweet. Got it done. Ate good.
Get it in, get it out.
Get it in, get it out. Didn't need a bunch. It was a good day, man. I really enjoyed it. They got a deal on a venue. It was a small wedding. We had a good time,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Right there on the water for like it was like $300 for the venue. This shit was
which
sweet.
is insane. It's like
What?
Gina. It's like 100 feet from the water, not 100 yards, 100 feet, like
Where is this again?
Like
Navarre, Florida.
we literally walked like to take wedding pictures. Afterwards, we walked down to the pier. Like
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Wow.
it was a good time.
and then
So
we got tops.
yeah, and then I got never mind. Anyway, that said, I think there's more, but I don't want to take up too much time today. Do you have anything to add before we cut the episode?
I do not.
It's good to
No?
be back.
It is great to be back.
Good to be
Thank you guys for messing with us. If you clicked on this video, that means you still love us. We appreciate that. I keep saying we'll be more consistent, but we actually will this time. Love you all. Please like, subscribe. As usual, it's your boy Gino, Johnny Bravo, and Gina Slays. Holla at you guys. Peace.